This is a content warning. All episodes of Mysteries Unknown may include foul language, fantasy violence, blood and gore, and worst thing of all, sexual content. Listener discretion is advised.
Thanks, Wendy. Oh, friends, come, join me at the booth. I'm so glad you could make it. I know this isn't usually where we hang out, but I think you're going to want to stick around anyway. The story's about to begin.
Well, someone better pinch me, because our players are looking a little green in the gills in this one-shot. When we last left off, our three characters were in the middle of an investigation for a string of murders going around. Things soon hit a little bit too close to home, as one of the players' closest friends and allies became the victim for the newest murder. And henceforth, they went to another scene for more investigation, only to be confronted by their mysterious assailant. Will they be able to get out of it? Can they solve this? Let us find out.
So there was like two leprechauns going at each of you. Heinrich slips past the two, while Jensen is immediately tackled to the ground by these four leprechaun constructs.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so do you look back, Heinrich, to see this, or are you just taking off for the van?
I think he would, actually. Because that's one of his merry men, man.
What's Jensen doing in this mode as he's being tackled by four leprechauns?
That's, I imagine that, like, after the two of them agreed, like, yeah, we just need to run, he went to, like, book it forward, and he stepped in some still wet blood from the previous murder and just slipped up. And so he fell backwards, and they all just sort of converged, and he's like,
oh, Jensen's telling Heinrich to run when he looks back?
He's yelling out for Rowan. Oh. Because he knows that Rowan is the most equipped in a fight out of the two of us.
Yeah. Out of the three of us.
Yeah, and you all just hear the leprechaun's laughter just echoing like, right as we cut to Rowan, and he is now like right up to the door that he hears the leprechaun's laughter coming out of. So what? And you also hear your friends calling out for your help.
Oh man. So there's two different thought ideas. One is I can try and get in and go for the source of this, or I can go back and help my people. You know what? We've gotta go back and help them out. So in terms of a role, help them out, would this be a go toe-to-toe?
So you're trying to get back downstairs to go help?
I'm gonna get down to the second floor window and jump out a window.
That sounds like take the risk, right?
Let me think here. No, go toe-to-toe.
Okay. So in terms of tags, I'm gonna do evade pursuers.
Okay.
Because we're trying to get away from these guys. Share my luck with others because I'm trying to help my buddy out. And magically cause a distraction where it's gonna be, they start hearing voices of the merry men coming their way.
Oh, repeat those tags one more time for me, I'm sorry.
Evade pursuers because we're trying to get away from these guys. Share my luck with others because I'm trying to get Jensen out of this bad situation. And magically cause a distraction.
I'm going to activate foolhardy weakness because you're trying to jump out a window.
Alright.
So you're +2.
7 + 2, 9.
Okay, so for go toe-to-toe, because you rolled a 9, give me a second here. So you get to pick one of these three things. You managed to achieve your goal, you get them good, which means you'll give these guys a stats when you attack with this here equal to power, or you block, dodge, counter their best attempts, which is just basically like you dodge out of the way. You get to pick one of those three.
I'm gonna try and counter their attempts to take Jensen with them. Take him out. I don't know what exactly they're up to.
Right, so I'll say, as the scene cuts back to Heinrich, as he's just staring at Jensen, these 4 construct leprechauns just trying to claw at Jensen. You all hear a crash as Rowan jumps through the second floor window and just rolls back up.
Oh my god.
And do you use a bow at all, or do you just get up and start running towards them?
I would like to think that I have a bow, but I don't know what sort of relic that would be.
Give me a second here. I feel like you have something that could be used for that. Well, because we didn't have that as a tag, that would be a relic. So I'll say you just you roll up, rush over there like swift as the wind, and you just barrel into, and you just like deliver like a sweeping kick that knocks all these leprechauns up against the wall, and poof, 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 gone.
It's bad. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
And you just hear again, no, this cannot be. Why must you ruin my phone? This blow.
Jensen immediately jumps up and starts booking it for the van.
Do all 3 of you get in the van?
I think that's the plan.
Yeah, and consult about this.
It's like, no, you can't escape. Turn back around and meet your fate.
Make sure you don't track any of that filthy blood in here.
Jensen ignores him and like just jumps into the back of the van, totally leaving bloody footprints across the floor of the van as he like hurries to his chair and straps in.
It's fine.
Drop the mini fridge again.
Okay, now it's upset. This time he just like kicks it. And then he sits on top of it. He's like, alright. And then, can he... Could I...
Are we staying in the van, or are we trying to actually book it?
Actually, yeah. That's a good question.
So I say as soon as you all get in the van and lock the doors, there's a thump as something lands on the hood of your car.
Oh, jeez.
All 3 of you are staring at this very short man, dressed up as a leprechaun, with a full ginger beard and very sharp teeth.
I'm gonna activate the windshield sprayers.
It's like he's about to go in one of his fields. It's like, it's like,
Get us out of here!
You! I will split you 2 and 2.
Drive!
Yeah, I'll start flooring it and then just laying on the horn.
And the leprechaun's like, right up against the windshield.
Turn on the windshield wipers again.
It's just hitting his face back and forth. It's like,
Can I make a sharp turn, like, to just try to fling him off?
probably go toe to toe for that, and I'll give you +1 for the car.
Alright. Oh no, oh I got a 7.
Oh, you didn't have any other tags you wanted to add to it?
Oh wait, I'm not sure if I have any good ones.
Okay, so we'll stick with that 7. So for go toe to toe, achieve your goal, get them good, block, dodge, or counter. You pick one.
Oh, okay. Block, dodge, or counter.
That's basically like your dodge kind of mechanic towards like you won't be able to do anything to him, but he won't be able to hurt you.
Oh, I think I'd say this is a counter, right? More or less.
Alright, so yeah, you're just swerving really hard around a corner, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, he looks like he raises his hand, and it's like these claws form, and he's about to like try to break through the windshield. Then all of a sudden, You're just, and he just flies off into a nearby set of trash cans. Crash!
Alright, yeah.
I think, are we booking it or are we trying to take care of this guy here? I'm thinking let's book it.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, Jensen is like cut up, scratched up, breathing hard, like, just get me out of here.
I want to refresh my tags.
it's like a flip a U and just hit him again.
Jensen, you said you're in the back, right?
Yeah.
Heinrich, would the back doors to the vehicle have windows?
Yeah. But they're tinted from the outside, but you can see from inside.
I need an investigation roll for Jensen really quick.
Okay, let's see if I've got anything left I can do here.
It's a completely new scene now because you're in the car driving away, so...
New scene, okay. I will take that.
You went from an alleyway to a building to now in the car driving away, so that's kind of how it works.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do definitely my cautious and alert again, because I feel like he's very shaken up and wants to make sure that that thing isn't coming after us. And I will also do, I think I'll just do cautious and alert. That one feels like it fits the best.
+1 then.
9.
I'll just give this up to you.
Okay.
Because you see from where the leprechaun landed, he's not following you. You see as he turns into all these different colors, and then like a rainbow, he shoots up into the sky, and you see this rainbow travel like across to the other side of the city. Where you think it's going, you're not for sure.
Okay. He left. He's on the other side of town. I assume. He turned into a rainbow.
Alright, can I pull into like a parking spot that's kind of like inconspicuous?
Just with a
Yeah.
and you hear just again from the mini fridge.
And I would like to assess Jensen's health and heal him.
That's a change the game roll for healing.
Okay. So I've got heal the wounded and heal those wounded in battle, even though we're out of the battle now, but would that still count?
Yes, that will count.
And then assess somebody's health, right? Would that...
Yes, I'll allow that for this.
Okay.
So... I'm not going to be that evil. You all already have failed hard enough, so... +3.
Alright.
I was half tempted to do this might hurt a bit or a lot, but
Nice.
not this time.
I got an 11.
So I'll just say, you guys just heal yourselves up completely. You don't have your cut stasses on you anymore, and all that, so y'all are good. Does Jensen still have his sickle out?
Yeah, he probably does, because he wouldn't have had time to put it away.
Heinrich, your eyes immediately go to it, as sickle is a very curved blade.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, because that's what one of the victims was killed by. He had super deep blade or cuts from a...
So basically how the cuts looked like, how I described it was it's like on the edges, they weren't looked like that deep, but as you went down the cut, it looked like it went deeper into the skin and then kind of rolled back up and out. So like almost like a reverse hill into the body, like it was trying to scoop something, kind of sort of motion.
What was that?
Well, it looks like Doc was right. That's probably a leprechaun.
Disgusting.
At least that's what I think it would be.
Disgusting creatures.
We've met them before.
Does not look like the picture books.
Rowan, at that moment, you get a text from Detective Forsetti.
What does it say?
It's just a short, any luck?
I'm gonna text back to him. We have a suspect.
And immediately the phone starts, I'm trying to think what a good ringtone for Detective Forsetti would be.
I feel like it would be the cop's bad
Hungry like
voice.
a wolf.
It's like, and I'm hungry like the wolf. That song is just his ringtone as he's now calling you when you have not like right after you sent that text.
It goes, oh, woo! And just at the end of the chorus, I pick up.
You listen to the whole song and then pick up right
Oh,
before
it's
it ends.
hungry like I'm hungry like the wolf. Oh, and then as soon as it goes to the oh, that's when I pick up.
Makes me think of the time back in like the early 2000s when you could call someone and you were listening to like a song playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I would like literally just call people just so I can hear the song as I'm waiting for the call. So yeah, he's like, "You got a suspect?"
Yeah, about 2 feet high, ginger, over sort of like weird looking things. I think we're dealing with a leprechaun.
Do you hear like he's writing down, and right as you say leprechaun, it just stops in silence? The fuck?
I know. We're so lucky, aren't we?
I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but seriously?
Yes,
Is he
I am
with you?
serious. And you know what? I just want a pot of gold out of this, if I'm being well and truly honest. I saw him. I caught him red-handed. I get the pot of gold, right?
Do you have him?
No, not with us. My goodness. Jensen got hit up pretty bad. We're licking our wounds. We're gonna take a look into it.
So here's something you may want to know. I went back to look at that body from that crime scene you were just at. They found a ticket to the old carnival in his pocket. The run-down one from the other side of the city.
Is he on speakerphone or is this just
This
in
would
your
be
ears,
just
Rowan?
right up to his ear.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rowan, you're hearing this. No one else is currently. But he heard everyone else. He heard Heinrich talk about wanting the pot of gold.
You know what, guys? We might just be able to hit the jackpot. Forsetti says that there's tickets to the carnival. I think we've got 2 different ideas as to where to go. Anything else you got for us, Forsetti?
That's all I got for now. Just keep me posted, and I'll keep y'all posted too. And he hangs up.
Oh, I love the carnival with all the schnitzels and the bratwursts.
You know what? I think we might want to try our luck over there.
He's talking about the one on the edge of town?
The only thing I don't like about the carnival is the children.
And then you get a text from Forsetti again, Rowan, and it says, I'll have a man go over and meet you there. Detective Percival will probably get there a little bit later than you all, but he'll meet you there."
I'll go ahead and shoot him back a text with our ETA.
Alright, so y'all heading over there, or what are y'all planning?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that the carnival's the plan. Let's try and hit that jackpot.
Out of the frying pan into the fire. Alright, so it's a little bit of ways to get to the other side of the city. Even with the road knowing the roads, it's like rush hour traffic, all the stoplights, more German curses from Heinrich. It's like Heinrich has some road rage issues.
Heinrich, we've got to get you on decaf. I mean, you are just a little bit much right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I only drink decaf. It works in Schweinenstent. Or perhaps we will see someone with a terrible injury from one of the carnival rides. That would be most interesting.
All right, Doc, whatever you say.
Are y'all going to talk about anything else as y'all are driving over there?
How do we plan on dealing with this guy? Like, there was a lot going on there, and I was not equipped.
Well, I almost had him. If you guys can hold him off for a little bit, I might be able to get the source. Seriously, I think that he was just on the other side of the door from me.
Oh, I do apologize for hitting you with one of my empty syringes. I don't know if that one was clean. You should... Yes.
Okay.
That's
All right.
very
What?
unprofessional of me. It's
Got any rubbing alcohol back here, Doctor?
yes, it should, there should be rubbing alcohols next to the cotton swabs.
All right. He's gonna grab the rubbing
It's
alcohol.
on the floor because
Dab
of
it
how he
in.
drives.
We're still like being like shaken around by the crazy driving. He's gonna like try and dab a cotton ball and start like rubbing it over the syringe wound to try and clean it.
Can you just make a flat roll for me on that really quick? I just want to see how this will be.
9.
Okay, it stings a little, but you got it.
Why am I getting good rolls on that and not like the actual fight?
The dice tell the story.
I guess so.
Considering that this guy had some magical backup, I want to bring in some backup of our own. I'd like to try and reach out to the Merry Men and do a change the game using I know everyone here and my home neighborhood, saying, I think I have the guy who got Johnny, let's take him out.
So that was 2 tags.
2 tags.
All right. Yeah, roll +2.
7 plus 2, 9.
Okay, so for change the game, let me get that up really quick again. Okay, when you use your abilities to give yourself or your allies an advantage, roll plus power. On a hit, you get juice equal to power, so you have 2 juice right now. Spend your juice to gain following effects 1-to-1. Create a story tag, burn a power tag or a story tag, give or reduce a status, 1 tier per point of juice. You only get to do those 3 things with your 2 juice.
So what sort of statuses could I inflict?
I'll say for 1 juice, you could create the story tag Merry Men. And this would be you reaching out like, hey, we need this one back up over to to the carnival. And then I would say give another point to it because this is like a story tag. So it'll give it another point. So it'll be like Merry Men 2. So you're going to get like more guys to help you out.
Okay,
So would that be like -2 on the leprechaun rolls or +2 on our rolls?
+2 for your rolls depending on what you're trying to do.
Okay.
Because it's a story tag with a power of 2 that Rowan can use for. Actually, this story tag is actually universal, so you all will be able to use this too, as well. I forget about that sometimes. So you all will be able to have access to Merry Men 2. So this is a positive for all your rolls, depending on what you're trying to do.
And I would like to say that Will Scarlet has come in, and that Mikey, the baker's boy. So I'm bringing in all of the pieces from the stories that I've been reading the last week.
And what about Marion?
Oh, no. Mary, my girl, she's back at home.
She's like, so you're like, everyone come along, you stay out of danger.
Mary and Pius Tucker, those 2 are like hanging out back in the neighborhood. I feel like we've got our 2 boys coming in and joining us. Our +2.
All right, so does anyone else want to do anything?
I was thinking, could I use access to drugs to like stop somewhere and get some poison or something?
If you want to, yes, you could. We could say you stopped at like the local, like your call it quote unquote drug store, unquote, but it's not like a legal one.
It's a front.
Pharmacist, guys.
Your quote unquote pharmacist. So this is going to be a change the game for you. What power tags do you want to use?
Yeah, so access to drugs, and then expert of internal medicine to get the good poison. I think that's it, unless medical pharmaceutical engineering to put it in a potent, good flying syringe.
Yes, but I'm also going to activate Fortune Medical License.
Yeah.
That one's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
So +2 then.
Uh-oh. I got a 6. Oh wait, a 7. 7.
Okay, so still mixed success. Same thing that Jens did for his character. So you have 2 juice to work with. Create a story tag, a power tag or story tag, give or reduce the status 1 tier per point of juice.
Sorry, what was that last bit?
Give or reduce the status, which is 1 tier per point of juice. So basically, it's like if you make a story tag, you can increase its power by 1.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So, what do you want to name this? Just like a poison and make it a poison 2 for both your juice?
Yeah, that'll be good.
So we have an army of merry men and a doctor with the deadliest poison the city knows yet.
Dang.
It's like, this is worse than cyanide.
I was gonna say, like, get some cyanide, but I was like, just poison. Just some good poison.
I feel like the way the doctor makes, like, some of his poisonous medicines, it would do a lot more damage than most other, like, known poisons.
That makes me think of a Tumblr thing that I read the other day. Good witch tip. Wearing a peach pit around your neck will ward off evil. Another witch tip is that if you have a slingshot and some apricot pits, that'll get rid of other dangers. Third witch tip is that if you properly distill enough peach pits, you can make arsenic, which will get rid of so many other problems. And then it's good witch, neutral witch, evil witch.
Just got that off of Wumbler for Witch Tumblr.
Oh my goodness.
Wumbler.
Wumbler or Wimbler. It's Wimbler.
When we get to the carnival, there's a change the game that I want to try and do.
Is there anything else y'all want to do before you get to the carnival?
Nothing that I can think of.
I think that I'm good.
Okay, so I'll say with all this, it's almost like 2:30 by the time y'all get to this carnival. And this place looks like it hasn't been used in months. Like everything's run down, windows are broken, things are boarded up. But this place just looks as run down as can be.
And we sell, not children.
As soon as we get there and the vehicle stops, Jensen's going to hop out. And I would like to do a change the game tag by using my See Faraway Events power tag to get insight into our confrontation with the Leprechaun to get an idea of what his tactics are going to be in the fight so we can prepare for them.
Alright, so repeat that one more time what you're doing again.
So as he gets out of the van, he's going to pull out his camera and he's going to snap a picture of the carnival itself. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to use my See Faraway Events power tag to get insight into what the Leprechaun's tactics are going to be in the fight when we confront him.
So this is actually, I think this would be more of an investigation than a change the game.
Okay.
Now, if you want to use your investigation to do like a change the game, prepare for stuff, we can do that. But I would say first you're investigating to see what your camera will show you this time if it can.
Okay. So I'm going to use, in that case, I'm going to use the See Faraway Events as well as Clairvoyance and Camera of Scrying.
Okay. Yeah, +3.
Okay.
12.
It's like the rolls that you needed earlier you're now getting.
I know.
Alright, so 3 straight up clues.
Cool. Looking at this image, can I see where in the park the Leprechaun is going to be?
You snap a picture, and in this one, you see. So in the distance, you can see there's a Hall of Mirrors building.
Okay.
And on like the ticket booth windows of that, there is like a very kind of like hastily painted on 4-leaf clover.
Okay. Guys, I think he's going to be in the Hall of Mirrors.
What's your next question?
Next question is going to be... Let's see. Next picture, he's going to turn around and take a picture of the group and see what is the best strategy against this leprechaun.
How do I want to answer that one? Let me come back to that one. I'm not sure how I want to answer that one right now.
That's perfectly fine.
So,
Let's see. Third question. Trying to think of what I would want to know besides those two things. I'm going to, using that same picture that I just took of the group, my third question is, who is most at risk?
Okay, so I think I may be answering both those questions in the same one. So, take the picture, you look at it, and it's pretty gnarly.
Uh-oh.
Green fire is completely covering this entire carnival ground. As you see, Heinrich is just screaming as he's in flames.
Oh my gosh.
And Rowan is bleeding on the ground, completely cut up.
Okay, guys. Be prepared for fire, as well as cut wounds. And both of you need to be very, very careful.
And I'll say, right as you say that, you just see you see like several cars and a bunch of like kids on bikes just show up at the carnival. And your merry men have arrived.
All right.
Oh, I should also mention that all these merry men were also burning in the fire too in the picture as well.
Oh, yay. He'll relay that to Rowan. As everyone's pulling up, he's gonna like pull Rowan aside and like whisper, there's strong potential that everyone is gonna die here today.
Not gonna let that happen. It's the biggest danger.
The fire.
Okay. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna start giving out directions to the merry men. Considering that there's going to be a fire, I want at least 2 of my guys to stay back here. Keep an eye out. If there's something that looks like it's going down, they're going to have 911 on speed dial. And the main instruction that I give is, if you see this guy, and I'm going to give the description, they're not attacking. You guys are the backup. Know that I've got your backs. Know why? We're the men. They're the merry, merry men.
And they all go, and they also sing, oh yes, we're men! We're men in tights!
Tights!
Merry men! And they're all just like whooping and hollering for you. Being like, merry men! Merry men!
Merry men. Yep, that's exactly what we're going for.
Alright. What are we doing now?
Is there any sign of Detective Percival yet?
No, he is not there yet.
Okay.
I think the final piece of instruction for the merry men is, hey, there's going to be a cop who shows up here at some point soon. Let him through, let him know where we're at. We're on our way to the House of Mirrors.
And one of the kids just gives a thumbs up like, you got it, boss!
Now that's Little John. We have Big Little John, and we have Little John.
Oh, please tell me he doesn't have a son that's part of the group. That just makes me sad now having this happen. Oh, well, that still feels bad.
It's
Big John.
bad, but it's not as bad.
Middle John.
And Big John's like the tiniest one of them all. Like the baby is Big John.
Oh my goodness. It's because he was a big chungus, okay? He was a bit heavy boned when he came out. And you know what? The family was so proud.
It's like it took 4 hours for your mom to give birth to you.
And everyone they named him John after Little John. And you know what? It's been a whole thing. I mean, the needing to have 3 different Johns in the group it was something else. But the neighborhood is just absolutely in love with all of them.
So, are you bringing any of the merry men with you all to the mirror, to the Hall of Mirrors.
Because we had the +2, Will Scarlet is coming with me, and Mikey the baker's boy.
Okay, yes. Remind me who Scarlet is.
Will Scarlet is in the Legends of Robin Hood. He's one of Robin Hood's right-hand men, and actually his nephew.
Oh, interesting. And I don't know why. I'm picturing the baker to look like the Swedish chef. He's just got a large, like, cast iron skill in his hand, just ready to go.
Mikey's a little bit of a doughboy, if I'm being honest. He's a bit of bigger. He's the son of the baker that's down on the corner, a little bit of like a bagel shop
On Drury Lane.
So it's like door to door. Woohoo!
Yeah, Mikey. He's not the youngest guy in the group. He's got a thick accent, but we love him all the same.
Yeah, I still imagine him with a giant ass like cast iron skillet.
He probably
just ready to
took
go.
that from the kitchen on his way over.
Just like, I need this, Dad, and he's off. And what does Will Scarlet look like, and what do they use for, like, what would be their weapon of choice?
Will Scarlet is kind of like me. He's got a Bowie knife.
I almost see him as in, like, I'm thinking like Dynasty Warriors, the Zhao Yuan guy, where he's like the one-eyed, long-haired guy that has like the giant sword.
No idea.
But except for this guy, I feel like, sorry, I'm a no nerd. Me.
Hey, we all are. We just have different nerd things that we're into.
So yeah, it's a whole like Chinese dynasty-based video game, and there's this one guy that this is the vibes that Will Scarlet is giving me. He's like the guy that runs head first in the battle. Like, basically what happened, the way the guy lost his eye, a soldier shot an arrow into his eye, then this guy pulls the arrow out and eats his eye off the arrow.
Ooh.
That's Zhao Wan. Yeah.
I almost feel like Will Scarlet, there's the pre-con character of Scarlet in the initial document. I feel like this is her brother. I don't know.
Alright. Anything else y'all want to do before y'all do anything?
You just prep a bunch of syringes with the elixir of life for in case anyone needs temporary immortality. Would that be possible?
Oh, are you asking me if you want to do that, or are you asking them if they want it?
You, if that would be possible.
Are you gonna just stab Jensen with an empty needle again?
Hopefully not.
You can try it again if you want. For another change of the game.
Okay. Okay, I got an 8 that time.
No tags?
Just the temporary immortality and medical doctor.
Was that part of the 8, or did you add those after the roll?
That was part of the 8.
Okay, so you have 2 juice, and again, same 3 options. So, hold on, I keep switching between consoles here. Create a story tag, burn a power tag, give reduce 1 status. So, I'll say you do. We can say you do like story tag for 1. So, what do you want to call this status you're giving them? And I'll say, are you willing to do this to both Jensen and Rowan?
Probably. Yeah, my two homeboys.
So it's going to be 1 juice to give them each this status. So it's only going to be worth like 1 for a story tag for each of them.
That's fine.
So what do you want to call this tag you're giving them?
How about plot armor?
The Schnitzeldorf special.
I think we may want to rename it, because when you abbreviate that does not sound too good. Just saying.
Oh man. I have no idea then.
Plot armor.
Yeah,
Plot
plot armor. That's a good one.
You just pull out your Team Fortress 2 medical needle gun, and you load it with this elixir, just right into each of them.
And never gonna get used to that.
But
Must be such a baby.
as soon as you feel the pain, it disappears as you feel like this life flow into you.
See, skin grows back. Very easy.
So, Jensen and Rowan each have the story tag plot armor. All right. So, off to see the leprechaun, the wonderful leprechaun of the city.
I don't think he's wonderful. That's not the descriptor that I would use for him.
All right. So, the three of you, along with the baker's son, and Will Scarlet. Did I get that right? Will Scarlet and the baker's son, baker's boy? I forget already.
Oh, now I know why I can't. Okay.
Wait, what happened?
Now I know why you said it. Okay.
Oh, jeez. I thought it was slow.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, Mikey the Baker's Boy and Will Scarlet.
Mikey the baker's boy. Mikey and Will Scarlet. Okay. I forgot the baker boy's name for a name. Okay.
The original one is
so
Much the Miller's Kid. In the original one, and I'm like, I don't want to do Much because that's just weird, so I'll do Mikey.
I feel like it should be pronounced Much. I feel like Butch is a better pronunciation, but I kid myself. Anyways, yeah. So the merry men start kind of going about following the orders you gave them. The five of you head down towards the end of the carnival, where the rundown Hall of Mirrors awaits. And as you get closer, and there is mist like all around this carnival, all this purple mist. And as you get closer, you see actually now this entire Hall of Mirrors is just covered and painted on 4-leaf clovers.
Jensen's got 2 scythes, or 2 sickles out and ready. One in each hand, and he is being very cautious.
Alright, I'm looking up something really quick here. You don't really have attack for your sickles, though, so I'm trying to figure out where you get the sickles from.
It's just a flavor thing I came up with. If that's not okay, I cannot have them.
Well, we already established that you did the sickles earlier in the battle, so I'm not going to go back on it now. So, flavor-wise, I'll allow it.
It was mostly just me being like, I need a way to defend myself. I feel like he would have... Since we live in Cross End, and it's kind of a sketchy place, I figured he would have some form of defense. And that felt like a very tied way of defending himself.
That's fair. Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. So we can keep it using it. I just was thrown off for a second there when you said that. All right. So anyways, are you all going in now, I guess? All right. So the 5 of you slowly walk in. And it is pretty dark with the exception of like a few lights as you begin to walk through this Hall of Mirrors. And it is a maze. And you're all just walking around. Y'all, at one point, everyone gets separated as you're trying to look around in this Hall of Mirrors. And then
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I'm saying, uh-oh, we got separated.
Oh, I thought you said, uh-oh, like something happened.
Oh, no.
And everyone in this Hall of Mirrors hears, oh me, oh my, look at these foolish fuckers 5. And Rowan, you see this. You are in this dead end, and it is suddenly you're surrounded by the leprechaun in these mirrors, and he is holding Little John's walking cane.
No, that is not okay.
Oh, I found this fair and square, and you know I most hate it when I have to share.
Can I do a hit it with all you've got?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
I'm going to start you off, though, with a -2 for reasons I'm not going to say just yet.
I'm gonna use my serendipitous turn of events tag.
Okay.
And knows the way of thieves because I'm not sure that this guy's actually here, but there's a rage thing that's happening for him. Got to avenge Johnny. So flat roll.
All right.
Total 6.
So what happens is you punch the mirror, and it just cracks, and breaks, but there's nothing behind it. And the leprechaun is still on all these mirrors, and he's just like laughing hysterically at you. Like, ah!
All right. The Bowie knife.
Alright. Are you just taking another shot at another mirror again?
I think that I'm gonna call out, "Oh, merry men!"
Is this just to the ones in the building, or just the ones outside too?
I think that I'm just gonna try and bring everyone in, because we have a location. This guy is in the Hall of Mirrors.
Okay, so I'm going to do a quick roll here for these NPCs really quick. And so the two that are inside they hear your voice as they're trying to make their way towards you. Outside the building, though, and you all don't see this, but you can hear. Well, you all don't hear this either at first, but all of a sudden, poof, 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 poof. Constructs of a large group of leprechauns just appear all around the merry men in the carnival.
I thought for a moment that you were going to say a large group of Mexicans.
It's like, yo, I say, I'm the leprechaun!
Africano!
No, look. A large group of construct leprechauns just poofs up all around the merry men outside the carnival, and just you all hear these fight just break out from outside the fun house.
Okay, that's not good.
Because they got a mixed success on it, so the ones inside heard you, but not the ones outside, because they are now distracted by leprechaun illusions, basically.
Okay.
And then... Oh, that's a 4. You hear a and crash of Will Scarlet as something happened to him.
Will, are you okay?
No response.
Oh no.
We're gonna go to Henrik now. Henrik, you're walking around, and you're in this. And as you hit another dead end, you now see this leprechaun. He's just twirling his cane around him like he's a showman now, and he just looks at you like, "What kind of scientist do you be? A failure, a big one, I do see."
I am not a scientist, I am a doctor.
Tomato, tomato, it does not matter. Soon on a plate I shall put this platter.
He would probably do the same thing, or similar thing as Rowan, and pull out the hammer he uses to smack people's knees and just start smashing mirrors.
Go toe to toe this time for this one.
Alright. Would I be able to use aggressive repression?
Yes, and I'm same as a Rowan. You're starting at -2.
Oh yeah.
So if you do the aggressive repressive, I'll allow that. So you're -1 now.
Oh, it's not gonna matter. I got a 3, like on the roll.
So, but you just. I'll say you hit like a couple, like, and they all just break, and there's nothing behind it. And once again, the leprechaun is just laughing hysterically. And then you hear another crash as this one's Mikey boy.
Oh no.
I'm okay.
I get together.
You're still alive, yes?
And then hold on. Oh, and from the sound of what you're hearing outside, the merry men are not holding up too well.
Oh no. Oh no.
And then, so now we go to Jensen.
So, after what he saw in the pictures, Jensen is going to be... He attempted to try and stick to the edge of the maze, looking for like anywhere that they would have put like a fire extinguisher or any sort of fire control measures in this building, trying to avoid the leprechaun and find a way to fight the fire he knows is going to show up at some point.
I'll say you're not finding one yet, but then you hit another dead end as well, hitting cross. Leprechaun, still twirling the staff, shows up all in the mirrors around you. And it's like, ooh, interesting you be. How much death is it you see?
Not enough until I see yours.
Try and try as you may. But I tell you now, I shall rule this day.
We'll see about that. And I'm gonna smash the mirror in front of me too.
Go toe to toe.
All right. I think his comment about seeing death is gonna trigger something for Jensen, and can I use the Rage at the World tag again?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, yeah, and like usual, strong at -2 because you don't know if he's behind the mirrors or not. So
Okay. That's an 8.
So you hit the mirror, it cracks. He's not behind it, but a pathway is now revealed.
Ooh.
And hanging from the wall on this pathway is a fire extinguisher.
Yes. I'm gonna grab it. So I have it ready.
It's like, and you just hear Leprechaun like, no fun at all. And then Rowan, I say you're trying to look around again as you're hearing all this going on. You come and you didn't see this and you trip over something. And when you look, it's Will Scarlet's body just lying on the floor and they're bleeding from a head wound, but they're still breathing.
Hey. I want to get him out of here.
All right. Okay, that's better. You hear the merry men, even though they were struggling earlier, they're starting to kind of fight back a little more now outside.
Hey, that's good. Dang, this Hall of Mirrors has got one all sort of disoriented. I would like to get Elle out of here. Out of this place, and then see if I can get back in.
Roll face danger for me really quick
Face
first.
danger?
Yes, no negatives or anything this time. Just whatever attacks you can do to avoid face danger. As this leprechaun is going to jump from a mirror to try to attack you.
I'm gonna use my Quick as Lightning and my Merry Men +2, if I may.
Well, there's the only merry man you have is currently unconscious on the floor, and there's no one around you,
Okay.
so I won't say that's applicable for you to use this time.
Okay. The Quick as Lightning I can use. How about always land on my feet? So I try and dodge out of the way of this thing.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. That's a good argument.
6 + 2, 8.
All right, so yeah, you look up just in time as this leprechaun looks like it's running in the mirror at you, and it flies actually out of the mirror. You dodge out of the way, but you feel like its claw you feel like its hands scrape across the top of your back as it flies into the other mirror across from it. You just have a cut 1 status.
Okay.
Heinrich, can you roll face danger for me?
Oh yeah.
As now the leprechaun's going to leap out from the mirror at you.
Oh, I got an 11.
No tags?
No tags.
Okay, so what do you do as this leprechaun flies at the mirror to try and barrel into you?
Oh man. I think I can like to imagine he just hits him with the whole medical kit that he's carrying, with the whole black case.
I'll allow. Here's what I'm going to say. Because you've rolled so high in the face danger, I'm going to let you do a hit with all you got to kind of counterattack this leprechaun.
Alright, so roll again.
What attacks do you want to use for the leprechaun to attack?
Basic human anatomy, self-preservation instinct. The human anatomy is to know where to hit him, but I guess it's more of a reaction, so maybe that's not very good to use.
I'll allow it this time, because I'll say as a doctor, you are going to be able to know where to hit him to get him good, basically, because this is a hit with all you got, so.
Alright.
And how many attacks was that total?
Just 2.
Okay, roll +2 then.
Ooh, got a 9.
Okay, so you're automatically, so on a hit with all you got, you automatically give him a 2 status of, we'll just say whacked 2, because it's like, you got knocked the fuck out. And then you also get to do one of these options: take cover or secure a superior position. You get them good or get many of them, and this increases the status you gave them already by 1, so it'll be a 3 instead of a 2. You can control the collateral damage. You hold the target's attention if possible, or you gain the upper hand, take 1 juice.
I think I might use that get to cover and might try to leave the Hall of Mirrors because it's definitely a trap.
So you're basically just going to whack them away and then try to get out of there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Are you just still using the medical bag? What do you do?
To escape?
Well, to hit him, you're giving him a status of whacked 2 still.
Okay.
Because hit with all you got, the difference between go toe to toe and hit with all you got is hit with all you got, you automatically give them a status, and then you get to pick 1 or 2 of the options depending on your roll.
Maybe I'll load maybe he loaded the gun with the poison, but he still left a couple of empty syringes in there, so he just shoots him with one of the syringes again. That's the wrong one.
So you just get him like right in his like thick forehead as he's leaping out. It's like, dude, think, and he just plummets and just falls at your feet as you take off running. It's like, no, this is no fun at all. And
I would argue that was pretty fun for me.
What's Jensen doing right now?
Is like the little pathway you said he revealed that had the fire extinguisher, does it look like a way out? Or was it just a little cavity that had the fire extinguisher?
It looks like it leads to a back area of the hall of mirrors.
Okay, he's gonna run down that.
When you look
try
at
and get
them,
away.
it's like as you step through the mirror, you can see hinges on it, like this was a door of some sort.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go down the hallway, the opening that he found, hoping that it's a way out or a way to answers.
Alright, so did you grab the fire extinguisher?
Yes, he did.
So you have the story tag fire extinguisher now. So
Okay, cool.
So you can use that for whatever needs necessary. And I'll say as this, so we're gonna cut while you're walking back, we're gonna cut back to, I'm assuming Rowan's trying to pull Will out of the funhouse.
That he is.
Alright, Mikey comes to you and he's like, what the hell is going on?
Something got Will really good. He got my back. I think we need to get out of the funhouse.
All of a sudden, right as you say that, you see as all of a sudden as Little John's cane just kind of suddenly shoots out and like strikes Mikey in the head and sends him crashing into a mirror before the stick retreats back into the mirror it came out of. Because I just rolled snake eyes for him.
Ooh. Does that mean that we... Oh, man.
No, you lost only the 2 memory you came in with. You still have all the ones outside, which are barely holding their own.
This is a dark day for the Merry Men.
Alright, I'm guessing, Heinrich, are you trying to find the others, I guess, at this point, or what are you trying to do?
Yeah, he'd be looking for the rest of the group. And also making sure that next star he's shooting is going to be the poison one.
So here's what I'm going to have happen. Just roll a single dice for me. Odd, you find Rowan with the 2 now unconscious merrymen. Even, you find the passageway that Jensen found earlier.
Alright. It is 5, so odd.
Alright, so yeah, you make your way through this maze again. You come across Rowan with the 2 now currently unconscious merrymen on the floor.
Oh man.
Eric, we gotta get these guys out of here.
Oh yeah, yes, indeed. I can assess their health better from my van.
Alright, let's go.
Alright. And so as you 2 are each taking like 1 trying to get out of the Hall of Mirrors really quick from where y'all are, Jensen, you go and you see it looks like a door to like an office of some sort. Now, as you walk down this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go in?
Yes. I'm gonna approach the door and try to go through it into the office as quietly and stealthily as possible, using my preternatural stealth tag and the shadows conspire to hide me tag.
Oh, so you're trying to do a sneak around to kind of just not make a noise if anything's there?
Mm-hmm. I don't want the leprechaun to know that I'm over here.
Alright, roll +2.
14.
All right, so yeah, the door wasn't locked, so you're able to open it. It makes no noise, and there's no one in sight when you open the door. However, you see like one of those conspiracy board type things. Just it's got all sorts of different people all over the city. A lot of them are connected to higher ups, and even some of the lower ones. And I want you to now roll investigation.
Okay. Let's see. I am going to use my investigative journalist tag. That's the only one I think I have left in this scene that is valid.
It's a brand new room now, so if you want to use any other...
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Then in that case, I'm gonna use investigative journalist, clairvoyance, and camera of scrying.
Okay.
So +3. 11.
3 questions, straight up.
All right. Does the board show all the different victims that have been murdered already?
Yes. The victims that have currently 5 victims that were murdered recently have been marked out with like large red X's on them.
Okay. Does this board give any indication as to the motive of this leprechaun?
So, despite how much string is on this, it all ties back to one building, Helix Labs. That whatever all these people are doing, it's either at the bidding of Helix Labs or because Helix Labs is offering them something to do these things. And for those that don't know City of Mist lore, Helix Labs in City of Mist is a very notorious scientist organization that is known for rift experimentation by the rifts of the city. So they're not bad, but they're not really good either.
Okay. And then my last question is there any information about the leprechaun's rift specifically that would help me know how to beat him?
I would say... So here's the funny thing about that. Remember that Irish pub that y'all found earlier today?
Mm-hmm.
So his picture is right near where that Irish pub is. He's the owner of this Irish pub.
Okay.
And you see strings come off of him and show how he is connected to other people in this city as well. So whatever this big plot is that's been happening, he's a part of it somehow.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw in one more thing.
All right.
You see the photo of Little John?
Mm-hmm.
From his Aryan Cross End? And it's been marked already. So someone was here before to mark this off as a kill. And he's got strings connected to several council members of the city.
Little John does?
Yes.
Okay.
Little John was pulling some strings. That was keeping that was making sure that Cross End wasn't like getting messed with or wasn't getting what it needed for reasons unknown.
Okay.
My boy.
Jensen is going to make sure that he has a good picture of the board that showcases all of the good information. And then he is going to try and sneak. Is there a way out of the building from this office other than the way I came in?
Not that you can see currently.
Okay.
You said you're taking a picture of the board?
Yes.
There's a move that's called Look Beyond the Mist. You roll plus how many Mythos themes you have, and how many Mythos themes do you have?
2.
So roll plus 2.
Okay. 8.
You snap this picture. You look down at the board, and it looks like almost as if the strings almost form the face of a wolf.
Ooh.
All right, and now as you're doing that, we're going to cut back to Rowan and Heinrich really quick. I'm going to say that you guys get Will and Mikey out of the funhouse. As you all standing at the entrance, you look around, and yeah, you see these merry men are being completely overpowered by these leprechaun constructs.
I want to burn the Merry Men story tag. Have them get out of there.
Okay, and what are you going to do to help get them out of there?
I think that Rowan's gonna be going through as many of these constructs as possible, using the burning the Merry Men tag and doing as quick as lightning.
And I'm guessing Heinrich is going to be helping?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll say that with by doing this, you'll no longer have access to the Merry Men 2 tag anymore. As you all just rush out and you just start just trying to beat on these constructs. And these guys aren't like physically strong or anything, so one good hit to them and they just kind of poof fade out. But the problem is every time you poof one, it feels like two more take its place.
Oh my goodness, these guys.
And then, so yeah, and the Merry Men just bucket on out of there as quickly as they can, as the leprechauns are now focused on you and Heinrich. And it's almost like, it almost looks like one of those Last Stand things where the guys are just moving slow motion towards the danger. That's you and that's Rowan and Heinrich as they charge at this army of green construct leprechauns.
Wicked.
End of part 2. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Mysteries Unknown podcast. The background music you hear is from the official City of Mist soundtracks made by Son of Oak Studios. The content warning at the beginning was done by Ryan Bravo of Odd Loot. Any other characters and content mentioned on here belong to the rightful creators and owners. My name is Hunter the MC, and join me next time as we investigate the City of Mist.